And you know what? We're gonna have some more fun in here. It's another chance to do some crazy shenanigans.
Entering the morgue always provides a sense of anticipation.
Oh yeah. Oh, look who it is.
Hi, Detective Carey.
Hello, Sherry. I'd like to see Deputy Nobles. Is he available?
Show me your badge.
I'd like to see Deputy Nobles. Is he available?
Show me your badge.
Alright, let's see where our badge is. Here it is.
You can go on in, Detective Carey. Did you know that I can gargle and sing at the same time?
Wow!
I just love your suit.
Ooze.
You know, sometimes I wish I was an astronaut. You know, Detective Carey, I have a hangnail. It's really awesome. Sometimes I like to sleep standing up and pretend I'm a horse.
Wow.
Someday I'd like to be a movie star. Wouldn't that be fun?
It's Sherry Moore, the girl everyone adores.
Detective Carey, you're a flirt.
Oh.
Detective Carey, you're getting fresh. Detective Carey, if I didn't know better, I'd think you were harassing me. Sexually, that is.
A good thing she knows better.
Detective Carey, if you don't stop, I'm going to scream. Help! Detective Carey has roving hands. Help!
What a weird thing.
Hello, Detective Carey. How do you tell if Sam's had garlic for lunch?
I don't know how.
I don't know.
The corpses get up and run.
Oh, now I know how you guys feel about my bird joke.
Go right in, Detective.
Now, if you want, you can keep talking to this guy. He'll tell you some jokes.
Why did the idiot think he was a king?
I don't know.
Because he went to the dentist and got a crown.
I think this guy's the killer. He's too maniacal about his laughter there.
Why did the psychiatrist's mechanic have a bad day?
I don't know.
Because he had a screw loose.
Alright, let's continue on our way here.
Hello, John.
Let's find out what's going on.
Hello, Sam. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
I love how it made us
Got a minute?
press that twice.
You bet, John. Fire away.
Sam, what can you tell me about the youth?
Exactly what would you like to know, John?
Oh man, you just gotta keep clicking on him. Okay, let's find out about his identification.
The boy's identification? Confirmed, and if so, by whom?
The Lucky Mini Mart owner confirmed the body as Bobby Washington, a local neighborhood boy.
Has the boy's family been notified?
Yes, and as I am sure you can imagine, the mother is near hysterics. Her name is Bernadette Washington, and she lives around the corner from the alley.
Alright, we'll have to go visit her sometime.
The poor woman is so upset she can't yet bring herself to come down and claim the body, or the few small trinkets we found on the boy.
No, maybe we can bring those to her.
Sam, do you have a preliminary on the boy's cause of death?
I counted 17 points of entry, John. The boy was mowed down, execution style. Cause of death? Gang violence, if you want a personal opinion. Professional opinion, the youth was killed by gunshot wounds to the head and body.
Has the boy's autopsy been performed yet?
Yes, it was, John. I was able to pull 3 slugs out of the body. They look like 9mm. I've sent them over to SID for a ballistics check. The body is in cold storage, waiting for the family.
Let's talk to him about Hickman.
Sam, what can you tell me about Bob?
Why don't you begin at the beginning and begin by asking me the specifics? That way I won't miss any topic you might want to explore.
Oh, perfect. That's how games work. All right, let's find out about his autopsy.
Sam, have you completed Hickman's autopsy? What are your preliminary findings?
The autopsy is complete. Beyond the surface evidence, I found a ruptured gastrointestinal tract. Fluids were sampled, and I'm having toxicology tests run, including all known poisons.
No, we're... okay.
Have you made a determination on the cause of death? Sam, what killed Bob?
There are no gunshot wounds on the body. There are, however, 2 injection marks on the upper left arm.
Ooh, sounds like poison.
The eyes have been glued shut with some form of epoxy, and there are burn marks to the face which look consistent with a cigarette burn. Then, of course, there's the missing index finger on the right hand. Torture, poison, maybe. Definitely not natural cause.
Sam, will you go over the physical marks found on the body?
Yes, there are 2 injection marks on the upper left arm, the burn marks to the face and upper torso, the epoxied eyes, the missing index finger, and then there are restraint marks. The restraint marks appear
he's not done
where you
yet.
would most expect to find them, on the ankles and the wrists. At these points, I found fibrous material, all very consistent with what you would expect to find at a torture scene.
Now, it's strange because we had the option to ask him about the fibers before, and we obviously didn't know about that yet, so they didn't really think this
Sam,
through.
what can you tell me about the body lividity?
Lividity appears 2 places on the body, first and most notably on the buttocks. This would indicate to me that Hickman died while sitting and then was left in that position for a period of time. Or, once killed, he was moved to a sitting position and then left for a time. The second area of lividity appears on the upper back and shoulder area, and I believe resulted from the time the body spent in the alley.
So lividity is when the where the blood goes. So yeah, we can already find out about this, but let's talk about toxicology.
Sam, do you have a preliminary back on the toxicology tests?
Not yet, John, but I believe we'll find that Hickman died of poison, as opposed to, say, a heart attack. If Hickman was killed by poison, it could have been a slow and painful, and quite obviously torturous death. There are signs of stress around Hickman's eyes, which would indicate that he was alive when his eyes were glued shut, and he attempted to open them. Also, the burn marks on the face are a bit irregular, not perfectly round. This could be attributed to Hickman jerking or pulling away as his face and body were burned.
This game's getting pretty into it.
All in
The
all,
details, that is.
gruesome end.
Alright, so now we know we want to get these guys because they're
What about
jerks.
fibers or hairs, Sam? Were you able to find anything substantive?
Actually, John, I was able to lift fibers from the areas of restraint.
Oh, what do you know?
I imagine these will turn out to be rope of some kind. Of course, the body was covered in alley debris, so it is difficult to determine what extraneous materials will actually pertain to the killer or killers.
What else can we talk about? No more questions.
There's not much left to say.
Alright, so we're gonna... I definitely did not click on car keys there. We're gonna take some notes.
You notate the state of affairs.
And I think if we click on this...
Sam Nobles is a walking encyclopedia of information.
Alright, I don't know what we necessarily took down there, but I think we take down the information that he gave us when we were talking to him. I wonder if we can look at our notes.
Your department issued memorandum, book and pencil.
Okay, I guess not. Alright, that must be all we have to do here. Pretty sure. Now, in here...
It's Hickman's personal belongings envelope. It's Bobby Washington's personal belongings envelope.
Alright, well, let's take those and give them back to their rightful owners.
You pick up Hickman's personal belongings envelope. You pick up Bobby Washington's personal belongings envelope.
But not before we go through them.
The weight of the envelope indicates there are many items within. The envelope feels as though there is not much in it.
I guess we can't look through it.
Bobby Washington's personal belongings envelope, released. Bobby Washington's personal belongings envelope, released from the county coroner's office.
Alright, so let's get going then.
See ya, detective.
See ya!
Goodbye, and have a nice day, Detective Carey.
Why, thank you. She's awful nice for someone that was sexually harassing her earlier.
Leaving?
Yes.
Leaving?
Ugh. No, that obviously wasn't getting in the car. Can we do this?
Leaving?
Yes. Get in the freaking car.
To protect the innocents, your trunk is locked.
Oh, maybe that's how you do it. Ugh. What a dumb thing. Alright, I guess... You know what, we'll head to the Hickman house first. Oh man, we really hurried there. Alright, let's knock on this door.
Knocking seems less intrusive than ringing the door.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
What a cute kid Valerie
Wow, she opened that
is.
door quick. What's our speed at here? Oh, it's set to normal.
Hi, Valerie. How you doing?
We got points for doing the only thing you could.
Hi, Uncle John. You want to come in? Mom, Uncle John's here.
Alright, so what we need to do, I suppose, is give her his stuff when she comes in. I might as well take a seat. Show up eventually, I suppose. Oh man, a little bit of stretch here. Yeah, it's been quite a week at work, and daylight savings changing. Actually, this last week I don't think I've made a single video, so it's nice to have a chance to get back into it. Is she gonna come around? I wonder if there's anything we can do while we're waiting. Maybe check stuff out.
It appears to be Bob's personal items from work.
Can we go through that?
Carrie, that box does not belong to you. Leave it alone.
So we can't even just peek in and see what's up. Oh well.
Catherine has wonderful taste in decorating.
Yeah, for the 90s.
An original oil, perhaps?
Oh, there she is.
Hi, John. Thanks for coming over.
No problem.
How are you, Catherine?
I don't know. I can't believe this has happened. It's like a nightmare. I keep hoping I'll wake up and Bob will be alive.
Alright, let's give her this stuff. No, we have a
Catherine, these are Bob's.
lot of stuff in our jacket.
They were released by the deputy coroner.
Thank you, John. Is his wedding band included?
I didn't open it, Catherine. I don't know.
John, this was Bob's Kevlar vest. I'd like you to have it.
Oh, that's nice.
Maybe it will keep you safe.
Thank you, Catherine.
He just dropped it on the ground. What's she got to say?
That's a nice dress you're wearing, Valerie.
Thanks, Uncle John. It's okay.
Catherine, I've been assigned lead investigator on this case. I need to ask you some questions. Are you feeling up to it?
I suppose so, John. I just can't believe this is happening. I don't know what to do.
Alright, what can we ask about? See if he's been stressful at work. Stressful.
Catherine, can you tell me what was going on with Bob? What stress was he feeling? Was it strictly work-related?
He would tell me that he couldn't stand to see the little children and the innocent families hurt by all the street violence.
Maybe he was trying to
He was beginning to hate the gangs. He was having a hard time staying impartial.
Maybe he was trying to intervene when that kid was mowed down or something. Alright, let's see. Missing handgun.
Catherine, Bob's gun was not found at the scene. Is it here? Do you know if he had it with him the night he went out?
His gun isn't here. I already looked. Bob's captain already asked about it.
What can you tell me about Bob's death?
Catherine, I can't go into the details of Bob's death due to the investigation. But if you have any questions, I'll try and answer them.
That's all right, John. I spoke with that lovely Miss Moore and Mr. Nobles at the coroner's office. I know all I need to.
Oh, that's good. I guess the only other thing to ask about is specifics on drug and alcohol use.
Catherine, the department is aware of the fact that Bob...
Oh, she freaked out a little early there.
John, how could you say that about Bob? I'm sorry, I can't talk about this right now.
No, well, so much for finding out more about it.
Valerie, do you understand what's happened?
I think so. Mommy says Daddy's in heaven and he's not coming home anymore.
Man, this game's way more heavy than the first three
You know
games.
about it. You always have your Uncle John if you need anything, right?
He also stands really awkwardly while he talks to people.
Valerie, can you remember
Look at those arms.
anything that happened the night your dad went out and didn't come home?
Well, my mommy and Daddy were fighting about his work coming home.
Was your dad bringing a lot of work home, Val?
I don't know. He always kept it in the closet.
That's a nice dress you're wearing, Valerie.
Thanks, Uncle John. It's okay.
Okay, can we go through this stuff now?
Leave that be, Detective. Carrie, that box does not...
Can we put on this? Oh, look at that. Everything else is like a
Those
picture
two
or something.
items don't go together.
And then this one's like, we couldn't get a picture of... We couldn't get a realistic picture of one of these Kevlar vests, so we just...
The situation does not call for added protection.
Alright, well, we'll know we'll have to put that on at the right time at some point. What's in here? What's this pink jacket got?
Reaching into the pocket, you discover pocket lint. Reaching into the pocket, you discover pocket lint.
Nice.
Reaching into the pocket. Reaching into the pocket, you discover pocket lint. Reaching into the pocket, you discover pocket lint. Reaching into the pocket, you discover a prescription bottle.
Nice. Okay, what about up in here?
Show a little respect, Detective. Keep your hands to yourself.
We just went through every single one of their jackets.
Show a little respect. Your action is unwarranted.
Alright, fine. Alright, let's, I think we're done here. I'm actually going to save the game. We'll break this Monday up into two days. You cannot use the number pad, I forget. Next time, I guess we're going to continue on with the investigation. We still got to bring the Washington boys things back to his mother. And we've got to go to the police academy to do some brushing up. So we're ready for our big exam on Wednesday. I'm assuming if we fail that test, then we are going to fail the game. Either that, or it might be like earlier games where if you don't adjust your gun sights or something, later on you go to shoot. You're at the final fight with the last boss. The only time you have to click your gun on something and you shoot off to the side and die. So we're not going to miss out on that. I'm Zerfall. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you next time.